Good morning and good Sunday to you. It's Lead Bullets for Life, and we're here in the garage again for our usual Sunday morning chat. A couple of shout outs today. One is for John 30.6. He did a good video on 9mm, and he talks about 9mm as a sidearm in dangerous game country. I mean, he lives in Alaska, so you know, normally most people carry no minimum more than a 44. But he's talking about penetration with a 9mm, and he talks about the difference between ball ammunition versus hard cast ammunition. Normal ball ammunition these days are it's more like a copper plating. It's not like jacketed bullets like it used to be in the old days. So you know, basically what you got is a soft jacketed bullet with a thin copper jacket over it. You know, it's for target practice ammunition. You know, but the old stuff was the old thick jacketed hardball. And he talks about the penetration between both the cast bullets and the full metal jacket, being one softer, being harder. And believe it or not, you know, your modern day full metal jacket ammunition don't penetrate as deep as you think it would. A lot of times they hit the bone, gristle, things like that, and they tend to act like a soft point basically and start smashing up. Or a hard cast bullet very rarely upsets at all, unless you hit bone or something like that, but it'll penetrate deep. But he had a good point about you know, deep penetration, you know, versus like stopping power as far as shock goes. But on a big game, dangerous animal, you want something that'll penetrate deep into the organs so you can stop the animal in its tracks, and you know, increase your chance of survival. By the way, check out his video on that one there too. Jesse B Outdoors. Excellent video, my friend, last night on your and congratulations on your purchase with your Lee Loadmaster. And I think you know, $170 was a excellent deal, my friend. And so you know, it's like getting a Porsche for like $3,000. You know, it's just sometimes luck just comes your way. You know, so good luck on your luck there, and we'll see. Hopefully, see more videos on loading with that Loadmaster. Alright, we're all done with our 380s, so 100 380s all loaded up. And okay, so our next step is going to be, I decided to use the RCBS 98 grain flush wad cutter, like a button nose on it, and these are a matte blue according to the bottle here, and they're measured out at .314, and we're going to try these out in the short Smith & Wesson cases. And so guys, we're using the 32 Smith & Wesson short cases here. Again, these are just as delicate as the 380s. The only plus you have is you have a thicker rim on the bottom. Resize, prime, nice and slow so you don't move the shell too much. Now look here, you don't see how it's banging? There's no movement there. Kind of like, there we go, right there. Bam. So again, you're going to start feeling the expander ball go inside the shell itself and not on the edge of the shell where it's going to crush it. Alright, look here. You want the shell to go in like so and not on the edge of it. That's where you're going to crush it. Alright guys, so again with the shell, resizing, and then I'm going to show you, okay, as you pull it out, make sure it doesn't move, and then slowly seat it, just like that. If you vibrate it too much, it's going to be cockeyed, off its kilter, and then when you do that, you're going to put the primer in a really bad spot. Alright, then it'll start to bend and peel off. Alright guys, so here's what one of the crushed shells look like. Right there. Alright, so it catches up there and makes that little indentation. And you got yourself a pretty bad shell. Guys, I took a small break. A couple hours actually. I had to do some shopping. And I went to go see my sister. She's actually home now. And I'm happy to say she's going to recover slowly. She was able to talk a little. She remembered me visiting her, even though she was unconscious. She said yes, she can hear everything I was saying. It's been, I feel quite relieved now that she's okay. You know, I still have my sister. Having a loved one in the hospital is can be pretty, well, I guess kind of hurts your morale knowing that there's nothing you can do for them other than be there and be supportive. Doctors did everything they could, and she was able to go home and on a slow recovery. So I'm grateful for that. And those of you guys who mentioned about my sister, I want to thank you for your support as well to get me through this. Meantime, I can keep myself busy. Life has to go on. With that, I'm going to continue on with the 32 shorts right now, and until we finish up. And again, we'll be using the blue wad cutter bullets, 98 grain wad cutters, and I'm going to have to seat them out just a little bit, just so I can get some bearing surface. Anyways, guys, I'm excited about getting the 4-hole turrets soon, hopefully by next week. I sent my buddy his 270 dies, and happy to say he received them along with some of the bullets I made, so he can have something to load. Okay, guys, we're all done with the loading of the powder, and I'm going to do another check again. Make sure all the powder is charged up. So guys, what I had to do was I had to open up the bell mouth just a little bit more on it. So since I already loaded them already, so basically what I just did, just dump the powder back in and then re-expand it, and then powder goes back in again, and it's just enough to feed the bullet in without shaving the bullet. Beautiful. And not too heavy a crimp. One of my cases buckled when I put a heavy crimp on it, so this taper crimp is good enough. Alright, so here we go, guys. 100 powdered blued 32 Smith & Wesson shorts, 1.6 grains of HP 38, and these are just magnificent. CW, you outdid yourself. These are great looking powder coat bullets, and they just make a little 32 shine. They really do. Oh my! I'm all dirty from the oil from the single stage press, but these are great looking. So you get a good close up on them. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. All right, guys, lead bullets for life here. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry for this late video, but it's been a very busy week for me and my family, on my side and her side as well. My girl lost her dad, so we've had my sister issue, then we have her dad issue. So dad's passed now, and my sister's home, so we can just keep moving on, and like we always do. And so again, guys, thank you for your support, and thanks for being there. Please rate and subscribe. Make comments about anything you feel like, and I can answer for you. Lead Bullets for Life here, signing off. Have an excellent weekend. We'll talk to you next time at the range or at the reloading bench. Bye for now. Take care.